Hey Brandon, Coach Chaz here. We're going to take a quick look at your swing, and let me, before I do, tell you that you've got a great stance. You've got excellent timing. This particular pitch that I'm going to show you was actually a bad pitch, and you've got such good hands and such good coordination that you just took your hands to it, went and got that pitch, even though it wasn't really a perfect pitch and you weren't really set for it. So you're doing about 9 out of 10 things right. Now, if I wind this back, I want to show you a couple things and really just give you one thing to work on, and that is the one thing I want to show you is that on this pitch, if you'll watch your back foot, let's watch that back foot. When you finally get set and the ball comes, there's kind of a holy cow, here it comes moment where that back foot jumps. So you jumped in the air. And I tell you what I think we can do to help that. I think it comes from sort of I was telling your dad, sort of this pitching machine mentality that you're there, you're ready, and then boom, all of a sudden here comes the ball. And I think the way to get out of that is, now the other thing I'll draw your attention to, let me wind you back to the start. Let's talk about these hands. Those hands are in excellent position. Just what I've asked everybody to do is get them up and back from the earpiece. You know, honestly, the higher the better. So, you know, they could be there, they could be down to here. So you could actually have them down here. Either way, you're in a real good position. But my only critique is how long you've been in that position. So I'm going to wind this forward in slow motion. And you're back there, you're back there, you're back there, and then here it comes. So if you look at your backmost position, you've been there plus or minus an inch for quite a while, and now it's time to go forward. Okay? And you go get this ball. So what I'd like to see you do instead, and I'm going to pull up a guy from the National High School Invitational who also has a very good stance, very good swing. I'm going to set you both back to the start position. In fact, let's just jump right to contact. So there's where you both make contact, and let's go backwards from there. So if you look to right there, you guys are in a very similar position. In fact, I would say you're almost identical. Excellent position. You've got the bat, you know, leaning toward the pitcher. You've clearly got your weight on your backside. But let's keep going backwards. All right, now what you're going to see is, even though you have, I mean, you're burning off some of that nervous energy, if you look at him, he's in a more relaxed position. Okay, so he goes from relaxed. Now let's go forward from there. He is what I would call very relaxed right there. And now he rocks back and gets set. Now notice you, on the other hand. Let's look at the two. Notice you're still in kind of the same position. Now you do rear back a little bit. But if you notice, that's his load. Now he's got a distinct load. So he goes from, let's go back to the set position. He ends up going from right here. Get my pencil here. He ends up going from right here to, and then we'll roll forward to where he's in his set position, or his loaded position. So he's loaded right there. Now you notice he's come in quite a circle. He's gone back and he's circled his hands and he's gotten back to that same position, but he hasn't been there frozen the whole time. So that's really it. I mean, that's the only suggestion I'd offer to you. You've got great timing, you've got a good stance, you've got good hands, but I'd like to see you come from a relaxed position. I'd like to see you get back right before the pitch, because you notice the other thing about him is he's not in, I'm going to go backwards, but let's look at how long he's in that position. All right? So if we're going back, he's only in that loaded position for one tick of the clock. Okay? So here he goes. Let's go back to, here's what I would call his relaxed position. Now you notice, one thing I've been telling everybody, when the hands go back, the foot goes forward. Alright? So he's loading right there, and that's his loaded position. Alright? And that's a little different from you. And my other point is he's arriving at that position just in time to go forward. So he's really not set back there. Now, the other thing I'll point out to you is look down the barrel of that bat and look where his eyes are. So you do a a pretty good job there. But, you know, I'd like to see you track that thing all the way in. So from right there, you know, come right down the barrel of that bat. Anyway, like I said, only one thing, only one correction, and that's to get a little more relaxed, get your hands a little more in front, still tilted toward the pitcher, and then bring them back, get loaded, get in a real strong load position right before you need to move forward. Hope that helps.